What's up, digital marketing agency owners? On today's video, I want to talk a little bit about one of my favorite strategies for growing your agency and tapping into an audience that's eager for your internet marketing services in your niche. So if that sounds good, you're looking to accelerate your growth, you're going to want to watch this video. If you're looking to grow your agency and you're in a niche, right? You're offering websites, SEO, pay-per-click, social media, funnels, and you recognize that the fastest way to grow and scale is to choose a niche, position yourself as the expert in that space, and get clients to come to you pre-positioned to buy. When you recognize that, and you start to think like, what are the plays I can run now that I've got my niche, now that I've got my offering dialed in to get clients coming to me and to kind of accelerate the growth and get more and more clients on retainer. In a previous video, I talked about the 5 key strategies you can use, from joint ventures, associations, cold outreach, marketed lead generation, and inbound marketing. Today, I really want to talk about how to tap into the power of associations and groups within your niche. Now, I'd love to know, type niche in the comments if you're already a niche-focused agency, and type association in the comments if you've kind of already started to align with the association. Here's what I found, kind of as we grew our agency to multiple 7 figures, and I've worked with hundreds of digital marketing agencies at all different stages of their journey. Usually, as we think about growing our agency, we think, okay, I'm going to go after a niche, and we start right here with cold outreach. And so we say, I'm going to go buy a list, right? I'm going to cold email these people, and we send a bunch of emails, and we make a lot of cold calls, and we wind up with very little response and very little outcome. What I found a much better approach to get that list and to build authority with your niche is to actually join the National Association. What's interesting is that in just about any niche you can imagine, roofers, AC contractors, pool builders, painting contractors, and everything in between, dentists, lawyers, there's always an association for that industry, and probably multiple associations for that industry, where those companies that run those types of businesses go for continuing education, they go for mentoring, they go for just networking with other people in like-minded businesses. And so rather than getting a cold list and just trying to email them, the best play would be to find those associations and find out how you can join as an industry partner or how you can join as an affiliate partner. It's called different things in different industries. But when you join, you're going to make a payment, or you're going to make a monthly payment to be part of the association. You're going to get benefits. And so one of the benefits is you get access to the list of the members. One of the benefits is maybe you get added to their Facebook group and you can communicate in there. But to me, the biggest benefit is the ability to draft on affinity, which means instead of just coming in blind to their inbox and saying, hey, I help painting contractors, you can come in and say, hey, I'm an active member of the National Painting Contractor Association and wanted to reach out and introduce myself and invite you to this webinar, send you a copy of my book, right? Hopefully you see the distinction and the difference there. Really, as I think about it, there's 5 key steps to really tap into associations and get the best results possible. And if this is a new idea for you, type associations, because this is really a backdoor strategy to accelerate your growth. But even if you're already in the association, I'm going to share some great ideas on how to tap in further and how to take this to the next level. But the first thing I want you to consider as it really comes to tapping into associations is that you want to stock your own pond. Usually, again, if we join a niche and we're like, okay, I'm going to go after auto repair shops, right? And let's say I'm just going to go after auto repair shops, and you've got a list of all of the auto repair shops in America, you might not wind up with a list of 100,000 prospects. And the fact is, with that many prospects, you're really in an ocean of prospects. And there's no way you could send enough email, enough cold calls, enough messaging in that big of an audience to gain attention and to gain authority. And so, by contrast to that, when you join the association, usually you're dealing with a finite list. Let's say in the National Auto Repair Association, instead of 100,000, maybe there's 25,000 or less. And then maybe there's like a subgroup of that that's only got 3,000 or 4,000, but they're all like premium members of the association and they've invested and we know that they're real companies. Instead of really prospecting in this massive sea, we can prospect in our own little pond. Right? We can get a little pond, we can put all of our best prospects in there, and I can tell you, if you can get this concept, it will really change the game for you within your agency. Fishing in the ocean, very, very hard to get positioned, very hard to get known. Fishing in a small pond where you've got, a very, very finite list of prospects, you can become known. You can really position yourself as an expert in that smaller group. And that's what we want to do with the associations and the groups that we participate in. So first thing is we're going to stock our own pond. Second thing we want to do is get the list and draft on Affinity, right? So once we join, some associations will give us the golden list, right? They'll give us an Excel file with the names and the phone numbers and the emails and everything you need. In most cases, they won't, right? They will just give you maybe a list of the names of the companies, or there's a directory somewhere that exists. And so usually there's going to be some work to be done, and you can use a tool like Coldlytics or just have a VA look those companies up, find their social profiles, get their emails. But we want to get that list with the contact details, and we're going to draft on Affinity. We're not going to come in with a blind offer. We're going to make it clear that we're not part of this association. We're putting out content for this association. And so that Affinity makes you a lot more interesting and attractive than just some random company that claims that they're working in this specific vertical. Type yes in the comments if that makes sense and you're kind of tracking along with me. We want to get the list, we want to append the list, and then we want to make an aggressive introduction, right? So don't just join the association and say, hey, now I've got the logo up on my website. Hopefully I'm going to get a lot of opportunity from this, right? Because that's a recipe for crickets. That's a recipe for having nothing happen. Really what we want to do is make an aggressive introduction. So if you've got a book, ideally you've published a book and you're the published author within your space, send a welcome kit out to all of the members. Hey, I just joined the association. Really excited to get involved and get to know you and your business and kind of see how we can help you grow. And I've attached a copy of my book here, and I look forward to connecting with you sometime in the next couple of weeks. Like, send them an introduction, add them to an email sequence, like where you can say, hey, just joined. Hey, this is what we're up to. Hey, these are some resources we've got available to you. In addition to that, in addition to introducing yourself to the individuals, make sure you connect with the people that run the association. Find out where they've got challenges. Find out what they've got coming up. Find out how you can plug in and help. And that might be putting on a webinar series specific to internet marketing for their members. It might be helping to coordinate one of their events and help promote one of their events with your marketing strategies and information. It might be finding opportunities to speak at their upcoming events. But what we want to do is make an aggressive introduction. That way we're known to this association. We're affiliated with this association. And then from there, you want to make sure that you're participating in their events and their trade shows. In almost any organization you might participate in, they're going to be having national events and local events. And so the national events, maybe once or twice per year, they have the entire group come together at some big city, and they spend 3 to 5 days, and it's information and networking, and there's usually an opportunity to put up a booth. What I'm going to suggest is get there live. I know as digital marketing agencies in today's environment, we love the idea of selling via Zoom and being behind our computers and not having to get elbow to elbow with anybody. But really there's magic and power that happens when you meet people face to face and when you spend time live and in person. And so find out when those events are coming up and get your butt on a plane, get your butt to that event and participate, right? And have a booth and hand out your books and be in the sessions and be an active participant. And if they've got mixers and they've got things going afterwards, get outside your comfort zone and go hang out with the members. You can probably build more authority and land more clients in one of these events than you can in a year of sending cold emails. Get there live. Type events if that makes sense and you're committed to plug in to these events and to participate. I can tell you in our agency and now in countless agencies in the 7-figure agency that we've seen grow to 7 figures, this is a huge part of their success, right? Yes, we put out great content. Yes, we do the monthly webinar method. Yes, we do all of these other things, but joining the association and getting out to the live events is one of the most powerful things you can do. And now number 5, we want to develop omnipresence inside the association. Really our goal with our niche, our goal especially with our stock pond within the association is to become omnipresent, which means they're seeing us everywhere, right? When you do this right and you're not trying to fish the ocean of prospects in your niche, but you're fishing in your stocked pond, you should be able to be in their mailbox because you mailed them something. You should be in their inbox because you're emailing them stuff. You should be face to face with them because you're at their events and you're seeing them a couple times per year. You should be on their social feed because as you're in the Facebook group or as you're posting content, you're actively tapping into this group. You're actively being known. And over time, you become seen as a go-to expert within that particular niche. And they feel like they've seen you everywhere. And that's when they start to say, hey, I'm going to give you the opportunity. And if you plug in the rest of the growth system, where you're doing new webinars every month, where you're featuring client case studies on a quarterly basis, where you're interviewing clients and experts within the niche, not only are you omnipresent, but you're a high-value person. You're a high-value company in the niche that's showing up everywhere, right? And you're prolific in the industry. And the best way to do this is through these industry associations and groups. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that you'll be able to plug this in. If you got value from this particular video, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe for my future videos. I've got some next steps here on how to plug in to the association. Really, once you join an association, how to really get the most from it. And so if you'd like this checklist, just type checklist here in the comments. Our team will reach out and we'll get you this association engagement checklist that you can plug into. Now, if you'd like other ideas and strategies on how to grow and scale your digital marketing agency, I've got what I call a 7-figure agency implementation program. And it's a recording of a 2-day event where I explain the entire 7-figure agency model on how to grow to 7 figures over the next 12 to 24 months. If you'd like to get access to that, you can just go to 7figureagency.com/roadmap. That's 7figureagency.com/roadmap. Get yourself registered, access the training, and I cannot wait to hear how you tap into associations to accelerate your growth within your niche and take your business to the next level. Let me know if you have any questions or follow-up thoughts in the comments. Share this with another agency that you think could benefit, somebody maybe that could really use this information. And I'll see you on a future video. Thanks so much.